What did I say? The Quran claims,
surely Allah and His angels pray for the Prophet.
Mr. Hijab was ready for this, so he proceeded to smash my mistranslation.
He says, Allah says that Allah yusalli ala nabi, and he's here saying that he prays to the Prophet. There's a difference between yusalli lahu and yusalli ala in the Arabic language. I knew this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. I knew I was going to have to give you a free Arabic lesson here today. I knew it. And that's why the translators put for, not to the Prophet. You don't know what the words in Arabic mean. Don't speak salah. Come on, please, don't embarrass yourself.
According to Mr. Hijab, what did I say?
And he's here saying that he prays to the Prophet.
What did I actually say multiple times?
Surely Allah and His angels pray for the Prophet. Allah and His angels pray for the Prophet.
What's the correct translation?
And that's why the translators put for, not to the Prophet.
Muhammad Hijab. What an embarrassing career-ending statement. Mr. Muhammad Hijab, I advise you to never ever again debate in your life. Your career has ended, my friend. Don't debate with people like David Wood. Don't ever debate on Speaker's Corner in London, because your career is over. To make it even more worse, guys, this guy even lied about the Arabic, because it does not say for according to the Arabic, because the Quran says the following: Inna Allah wa malaikatuhu yusalluna ala an-nabi. Again, ala an-nabi. That means on the Prophet, not for and not to. If Muhammad Hijab claims to be an expert as an Arab speaker, he clearly embarrassed himself more than that. It's not for, it's not to, it's on the Prophet. I don't blame David Wood for not knowing Arabic, but this Mr. Hijab guy, he's an Egyptian. He should not have used taqiyya, and basically he's agreeing with David Wood on the for the Prophet part. It's not to, it's not for, it's on the Prophet. So not did he bust himself and his fake prophet, he busted himself in the English, and he busted himself on the Arabic. So let us go to the Quran to prove to you that for and to are both wrong. So if we go to Quran chapter 33 ayah 56, we can read the following: Inna Allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala an-nabi. Yusalluna, pray on the Prophet. It does not mean to. Ala means on the Prophet. It does not mean for the Prophet. It means on the Prophet. On the Prophet. So we know that Muhammad Hijab, he lied about the English, and he also lied about the Arabic. It does not mean for, it means on the Prophet. So Muhammad Hijab, never ever again debate, because your career in debating is over. Shame on you for lying about the Quran of Allah. So after the debate between Muhammad Hijab and David Wood, this guy went to Africa for some time. He went to Ghana, if I'm not mistaken. Then he came back to London again, and on Speaker's Corner, Muhammad Hijab said, no, I meant praising, not praying. Allah praises Muhammad. So let us see how Muhammad Hijab again is lying about his own false God, the moon God. Muhammad, his God, Allah. let us go and show you that Muhammad Hijab has no clue about Islam. He's a hypocrite, lying, deceiving Muslim. So if we go to chapter 1, Al-Fatiha, ayah 2, it says, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. All the praises and thanks be to Allah. To who are the praises? To Allah, not to Muhammad. So Mr. Muhammad Hijab, again, for the second time you have lied. It does not mean praising or praises, because only Allah is worthy in Islam to be praised. Are you telling us that Muhammad at the same time is Allah and equal to Allah? So guys, we can conclude Muhammad Hijab, he lied about the word praying, and he also lied about the word praising. Muhammad Hijab, you have been busted twice.
You know, he's been referred to as Emmanuel, etc. God is with us. Elijah is also, the word Elijah in the Hebrew language means God is with us. So if
Did you catch it? He said Elijah means God with us, like Emmanuel. That's a lie, my friend. Liar, scumbag. Really, Muslims, do you believe in this filthy liar? Elijah means God with us. Liar. If we go to Prophet Google, peace be upon him, we can read the following. Elijah is an Hebrew name, and it means, according to Prophet Google, Elijah is a Hebrew name meaning my God is Yahweh or Jehovah. That's what it means. It doesn't mean God with us, Mr. Liar, scumbag. Do you have any shame in you? No, clearly not. Emmanuel means God with us. Elijah means God is Yahweh. Thank you for lying again.
I said some career-ending, embarrassing statements today. I mean, to be honest with you,
look how his crowd is applauding for him. They have no clue what he's saying, really. They have no clue, because if you watch my last video, you saw that this guy has no clue about the Arabic. He was quoting an English translation of an Arabic hadith which said that the Quran will be walking like a pale man, right? He will come like a pale man, the Quran. This guy doesn't know Arabic, and he clearly doesn't know Hebrew. Guys, watch what he's going to say about the Bible so we can laugh.
after 20 years of researching Islam, you come with this. Okay, let's deal with one by one. Spirit of God hovered over after God created the heavens and the earth. Okay, no problem. If that's meant to be God, no problem. Let's go to Zechariah in Old Testament, chapter 6, verse 5. There are 4 spirits. So are there 7 gods now? Because
Really? Let us go and watch if those 4 spirits are God. Liar, scumbag. You have no shame and you have no dignity. I will show you. In my last video, I've showed you that Mr. Muhammad Hijab had no clue about the Arabic, because he was simply quoting an English translation of an Arabic hadith which says that the Quran will come as a pale man, right? So here, let me show you what the 4 spirits are that he's talking about. No, it's not the Spirit of God. These are the spirits of 4 angels. Read with me, guys. If we go to Zechariah 6, we can read the following. In the first chariot were red horses, and in the second chariot black horses, and in the third chariot white horses, and in the fourth chariot grizzled and bay horses. Then I answered and said unto the angel that talked with me, What are these, my Lord? And the angels answered and said unto me, These are the 4 spirits of the heaven which go forth from standing before the Lord, before God himself. So this is not talking about the four spirits of God or God. This is talking about four angels that will stand before the Lord. Did you catch it? They will stand before God of all the earth. To back it up, let me go to Revelation 19. From verse 14 we can read, "And the armies which were in the heaven followed him upon white horses." Who is him? It's talking about Jesus, the King of kings and the Lords of lords, who will come with his armies, which are also the four spirits. Followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. So this is talking about angelic beings, angels, the army of Jesus Christ. So thank you for proving to us, Mr. Muhammad Hijab, that you have no clue what you're talking about. This is a really career-ending debate for you. And like I said earlier, Mr. Muhammad Hijab, never ever again in your life debate with people like David Wood or any Christian. And stop debating also on Speaker's Corner, because clearly you are not fit and you don't have the knowledge to debate any